May 1st is Spring Cleaning Day in the village of Mamaroneck. Village residents won't be slowing down now that Earth Day is behind us. Caring for the local environment will continue in full force with Mamaroneck's Clean and Green Day on May 1st. The event will begin at 9:30 and the Marine Education Center in Harbor Island Park will start with some opening remarks and free giveaways. Some locations where you can go clean up are Harbor Island Park, Phillips, Spencer, and Ward Parks, and Warren Park. To find more locations, visit thepatch.com. Hampshire Country Club in Mamaroneck was recognized as a COVID hero by the Boys and Girls Club of New Rochelle during its annual fundraiser gala held on Friday. The Country Club, founded in 1944, was recognized for providing a safe, monitored, and connected space for students to access virtual classrooms. The club envisioned the furnished study area with free high-speed internet connections as a refuge for students in the local area with working parents and limited in-person learning opportunities. While the program was initially conceived to help local working families and was coordinated in collaboration with the Mamaroneck Union Free School District, the initiative grew to include students in several school districts and even some attending out-of-state virtual classes.
Beloved adult reference librarian Lori Friedley has retired after serving the Mamaroneck and Westchester community for 27 years at the Mamaroneck Public Library. Lori most recently handled hundreds of virtual programs the library has been offering during COVID. Tricia Byrne, who has worked at the Mamaroneck Public Library for 21 years, will be stepping into the position. Library Director Jennifer O'Neill has full faith that she will do a great job.
The town of Mamaroneck, working with the Sustainability Collaborative, now has a community solar program. The installed solar panels on the roof of the Hommocks Ice Rink will provide access to solar power and provide benefits to town residents.
We're going to be giving everyone an opportunity to participate in community solar, and we feel good because it's creating renewable energy, so that's improving our environment, improving our planet, and it's available for everyone to participate.
Bill Zachary of Sunlight General Solar builds and finances renewable energy projects. They partnered with the town to bring solar to the community.
Mamaroneck as a town can take advantage of some of the federal tax incentives that enable a system like this to be built affordably and to pass that low cost onto the residents here. So you need to find a private company to build it. This is our second community solar project, and we're looking at a lot more because this is really on the forefront of what's happening all across New York State.
One of the many partners in the community solar program, Sustainable Westchester, is helping to market this to those who are low moderate income and apartment dwellers.
Community solar is a new approach to solar. People who can't put solar on their own homes are still able to benefit from a solar installation by subscribing to a community solar farm. And this lets people support local renewable energy while saving money, up to 10%, on their electricity bill. It's only savings, there's no investment up front. It's really important as a way of enhancing equity, making sure that people who otherwise wouldn't be able to benefit from renewable energy are able to do so, and particularly renters and people who might not be able to afford to put solar on their own homes.
Other organizations involved in the community solar program to help spread the information to lower income residents include the Community Resource Center, West Hab, and Washingtonville Housing Alliance.
We're going to do our part. I think I read somewhere that they were looking for like a 50% participation in this project. I say no, a minimum. We're going for 100%.
Yeah.
Like, why not everybody benefit from this, especially after coming out of COVID? Like, this is a time people have lost income and really been impacted for a long term.
The state mandates for green energy are another significant factor in this project. New York State and the federal government have a required reduction of greenhouse gases within the next few decades.
The law now in New York State requires a very rapid transition to renewable energy. And specifically, the amount of renewable energy on the New York State electric grid currently is just under 30%. And by 2030, So in 9 years, it's required to be 70%. So we're talking about a really dramatic, rapid transformation.
I'm a hockey player, so I like the ice rink being used in an environmentally sound way. But let me just say that we passed the Climate Leadership Act a couple of years ago and set high standards for where we have to go as a state. There's no way we're going to meet the standards unless we do, on the ground, these important local projects.
150 town residents can subscribe. You can sign up with Sustainable Westchester online or call.
After starting an unprecedented season with uncertainty due to COVID-19, the Mamaroneck Youth Hockey 14U girls team is on their way to nationals. Due to the pandemic, they had more than a month between their second and third games, and now at the end of their season, they played 5 games in just 52 hours. Despite the setbacks, they were able to accomplish something that's never been done before. This is the first team in the program's 26-year history to advance to nationals. MYHA President Brendan Collins recaps how the team found out they were invited to nationals.
The 14 and under team played in the championship game against the Rome Grizzlies and fell short at the end of winning. At the end of the game, all the girls were very upset and sad that it was the end of their season. And we were asked to return to the bench at the game, where the representative from New York State Hockey came over to speak to the girls. After congratulating them on their hard work, he advised them that it wasn't going to be the end of their season, and he was very proud to let them know that they would be going on to the national tournament at an at-large bid due to their season playing record. The New York State had received 2 bids to go to the national tournament, giving them the opportunity to represent New York State, the East Section, and Mamaroneck hockey.
The Tigers are leaving for Denver to play in the national tournament from April 28th to May 3rd.
We would encourage everybody to visit mamaroneckhockey.org, and you'll be able to follow the tournament throughout the tournament we'll be posting on our website, and also encourage everybody to join. We hockey players starting at 5 years old up through their 18 when they graduate high school. We have a learn to play program with our 8 and unders where they practice twice a week. All the practices are at Hammocks here in Mamaroneck, and we would encourage everybody to come out. It's mamaroneckhockey.org, or you can follow us on Facebook and Twitter at Mamaroneck Hockey.
And now for this week's COVID updates. According to westchestergov.com and the Westchester County COVID-19 dashboard, COVID numbers have been on a relatively steady streak this past week. In Larchmont, there are a recorded 10 cases, and in Mamaroneck Village, there are recorded 51. The COVID vaccine is still being administered, and every day more and more people are getting their vaccine.
In an exciting new ranking by the U.S. News & World Report, Mamaroneck was ranked 604th in the nation and 63rd in New York, along with 34 other Hudson Valley schools, considered among the best in the United States. MHS also received an overall score of 96.62 out of 100. These scores and rankings are used to provide insight into academic performance among underserved groups and to see how schools compare on factors such as graduation rates and college readiness.
Welsh plays it up. Welsh has to play it from the back. They set it up, and it's tapped over finessely by Scarsdale. Blizzard with the kill, and that's all she wrote. Mamaroneck wins the championship, 25-20, perfectly placed by their star, Green Blizzard. And on their championship point, they get it done. They won the first set 30-28, second set 25-21. Third set, they lost 25-23. Then they won 25-20 on third championship point. They had led that set 21-8, and Scarsdale came back and made it interesting.